Alright. Welcome back, one and all, to the Legend of Heroes, Trails from Zero. Last time, we were on our way to St. Ursula Medical College. Bug! We were on our way to St. Ursula Medical College, and we were saved by the Bright siblings. A beetle that can manipulate flames. Its three horns function like a flamethrower, very weak to water. Levels across. Why was that one running away from us? If seen, this bird monster is a good omen. It scatters a paralyzing powder. Butterflyer. Was it my just... Tinkle earrings. Amongst chests, it's not what's on the inside that counts, but what's on the outside. No, it is very much what's on the inside that counts when it comes to a chest. Oop. Time, Sepith. Cool. Another nice view. Is that Stargazer Tower? Does this make it Tower Gazer's chest? Maybe. Jab. Oop. Fishing. 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 There we go. I never did look up how to get those other fishing poles. Try on an earthworm. A gluttonous bass, a proxy puppet. Let's try a dumpling again. Do one more with an earthworm. It's clear dumplings don't work in this water. One more time. Because I friggin' want it. Don't give me that crap! Bullshit! Okay, it just ran away. Works for me, I guess. I didn't get a chance to read that. You know, I used to work at St. Ursula's Medical College for a bit, but then I quit. I couldn't stand their uniforms. They were just so tight around the chest. Let's... Finally made it. Good morning. Welcome to St. Ursula's Medical College. Yeah. So this is St. Ursula, huh? Even from here, I can tell it's an impressive place. St. Ursula Medical College. As the most distinguished general hospital in Zumeria, it is famous for its medical research. Didn't realize it was that well known. I guess it must get lots of visitors given how frequent the bus line runs here. St. Ursula was originally founded with help from the Principality of Rimaferia, a country known for its advanced medical technology. I've heard even the hospital frequently accepts patients from neighboring countries. You see that nurse walk by? Hot damn! That is a sight for sore eyes, alright. Someone's in a good mood. I've been here several times, but we always traveled by car. It was quite the trip on foot, wasn't it? T.O.? I'm sure you're tired after all that, huh? Oh no, I'm perfectly fine. It was a shorter walk here than our trip to Aromica Village. Don't push yourself too hard, okay? Understood. There is no need to worry about me. More importantly, shall we go and see your friend, Lloyd? Oh, I almost forgot about her. Lloyd, let's go to her pronto. I'm afraid to ask why you're getting so excited, Randy. But whatever. Talking to Cecil? First should make our investigation go quicker. Cecile? I don't remember how to pronounce her name. She was in Cold Steel 4, but I don't remember how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. You ought to forgive him for us. Ooh. And I'm out of money. I'm just looking around right now at this point. Though this just looks like lodging. This is that balcony. Yeah, I know where to go. I'm just digging. I'm just snooping. We looked out. Doesn't look like it's too crowded today. Yeah, the waiting room is usually packed with people. Let's try asking for Cecil at the desk. Welcome to St. Ursula. Do you have an appointment, or are you here to visit someone? Neither. Lloyd Bannings of the Crossbell Police Department. We came here as a part of our investigation we're conducting. I see, you're with the police. This investigation isn't related to the monster attack. Yes, ma'am. We'd like to speak with everyone involved in the incident, if possible. Oh, of course. The hospital director isn't here right now, so shall I call the nurse administrator for you instead? Well, actually, someone I know works here, and, if she isn't too busy at the moment, I'd like to see if she could show us around. He sounds nervous. Of course he's nervous. We're about to call a gorgeous nurse here to give us personal tour. I think that only applies to you, Randy. Lloyd? Well, speak of the devil. Ah, holy crap. She's so pretty. Beautiful. Oh, Cecil. Good timing. These police officers just arrived. They've come about their investigation. Hi. Sorry for visiting out of the blue like this. I, probably should have called first. Whoa, Cecil, are you crying? I've missed you so much. Welcome back, Lloyd. It's been a really long time. Too long. Yeah. I'm sorry for not visiting sooner, but I've gotten caught up with work and... But anyway, isn't this a little much? It's kind of embarrassing. Oh, who cares about that? Now give your big sister a hug. You've gotten so tall. We were about the same height when you left for Calvert. Well, I have had 3 years to grow. This is, so sweet, I am starting to feel ill. Damn you, Lloyd! How dare you hide your beautiful goddess of a sister from me? Randy, shut up. Let me properly introduce myself. I am Cecil Nuez. So the three of you are Lloyd's co-workers. Yes, ma'am. I am Ellie McDowell. Tio Plato. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Randy Orlando's the name. I assure you, the pleasure is all mine. It's nice to meet you all. Oh, I'm such a scatterbrain. And here I was thinking that Lloyd brought his girlfriend to pay me a visit. Cecil, what are you talking about? I mean, you've been gone for almost 3 years now, right? I had hoped that you had made a girlfriend or two that you'd introduced me to. Oops, are you actually dating one of them but trying to keep it under wraps because you're co-workers? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag, Lloyd. Please. Which one is it? Ellie or Tio? Oh my, you aren't dating both of them at the same time, are you? Cecil, I'm not dating them. Does that mean you're dating him? Well, I've always tried to be an understanding big sister to you, but don't worry, you've got my full support. No, I do not swing that way. She's teasing him. She is certainly interesting. Oh, everything about this lady is just wonderful, even that ditzy personality of hers. Anyway, we're actually here about the recent attack. That's right. I've already received permission from the nurse administrator to tell you everything. It happened exactly 1 week ago. That night, one of our residents, Layton, was assaulted by some monsters. However, there was something odd about it. The CGF report mentions the possibility it may have been a misunderstanding of the victim's part. Is that what you're referring to? Exactly. It seems like the CGF weren't completely convinced by his account. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I had heard Layton was attacked on the roof. The roof? How is that possible? Well, you see, the hospital roof is a terrace complete with its own garden. The entrance to the research ward is up there too. So to sum it up, it ain't a place you'd expect monsters to show up. That's the conclusion the CGF ended up reaching too. But considering they asked you to investigate further, it seems they aren't satisfied with that answer. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think they're expecting that much of us. Always modest, Lloyd. I read the Crossbell Times, you know. I could tell that just from how hard you guys have been working. Oh, you're talking about the case downtown. As far as I know, the articles didn't credit us with resolving the case. Not really. They might not have outright stated, but the message was clear. On top of that, a couple of those boys wrapped up in the mess were hospitalized here at St. Ursula. I heard a bit about the situation while their friends came to visit. Believe it or not, they kept mentioning that they owed a lot to you for. Really? Well, I'm glad we were able to help. You're gonna make me blush. I can see your head swelling before your very eyes, Randy. Let me think. An interview with Lighton is probably a good place to start. Yeah, if you could introduce us, that would be great. I'd also like to investigate the crime scene. I don't think that will be a problem. I'll show you both to Lighton's room and the roof. Are you sure you have the time for that? Oh, don't worry. It's no trouble at all. I'm on a break right now anyway. First, we'll head to the second floor of the hospital. Follow me. For someone who's supposed to be leading the way, I'm certainly leading the way. In this wing of the hospital, we have rooms for the patients on the second and third floors. The resident you're looking for is on the second floor. I'll show you to his room. This should be the room. There are other patients here, so try to keep your voices down. Sure thing. Things seem to be processing well. At any rate, I may be able to discharge you as soon as tomorrow. For real? I wouldn't lie to you about that. Once you get yourself here, prepare yourself. I have 100 torums worth of work scheduled on my desk waiting for you to tackle it. Oh, come on. Way to kick a man while he's down. Lacerations, bruises, and a sprain, hardly anything major. You'll be fine in no time. Besides, you've been resting quite a lot. You must have a surplus of energy, if anything. My yes. I'd say you should be able to work 10 times harder than before. This is cruel and unusual, Doc. Are you a sadist or something? Given the amount of work I have to deal with, I'd say I'm close to a masochist. Good grief, what in Adios' name are you two talking about? Oh. What's the matter with you two? Talking about this sort of thing of all places, this is a hospital. What if a child heard you? Sorry about that. Fair point. Do we have visitors? They're officers from the CPD. They wanted to speak to Lighton directly about the incident. Oh. So that's what they're here for. I should have guessed. Excuse me. I suppose you don't need me here for that. I'll be on my way. If you happen to need me, I'll be making my usual rounds. Thank you, Doctor. And don't even think about sneaking out to go fishing. I would never. Excuse me? Who was that? That was Dr. Gunter, one of our associate professors. Though he's an excellent doctor, his priorities are rather questionable. Now then, Lighton, are you feeling well enough to answer a few questions? Sure. Didn't the CGF already come through here, though? Why are the CPD doing one now? Well, unfortunately, the CGF hit a dead end. Because of that, they asked us to assist with an investigation of our own. Okay. I guess this must mean they thought I was dreaming or something. Or maybe they figured I had the worst possible episode of sleepwalking. No, I know that can't be it. It was late, and I had just finished slaving away on my research paper. You see, this particular research paper was for Dr. Lago, who's notoriously hard to please. After hours and hours spent staring at those damn pages, I found myself a bit woozy once I got up from my desk. It sort of felt like I was on a high, honestly. I went outside to get some air, and that was when I heard it. Then I don't remember much after that. The next morning, the janitor found me on the roof, passed out and torn up. I was immediately taken to one of the hospital rooms and treated, which brings us to now. Thank you. I think I have a general understanding of what happened. So I take it you didn't get a good look at whatever attacked you. Not really. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but apparently I had passed out from shock. What I can remember is the faint sight of a blood-red eyes, white fangs, and a coat of blackish fur. The CGF asked me if I thought it was wolf-like, and I told them yes, but I was never 100% certain. I see. Where exactly were you wounded? On my right shoulder, it was covered in fang-like marks that made it look like I'd been bitten by something. But strangely enough, my other injuries were just bumps and a sprain. But if I had to guess, I'd say I was knocked down to the second floor after I got chomped on, but you were wondering why the monsters stopped there. Am I right? Exactly. Isn't that strange that I wasn't torn to pieces? On top of that, it happened on the roof. I swear, when I told the CGF people that, they looked at me like I had grown a second head. The only conclusion they could come to was that I somehow staggered onto the highway and then ran into a pack of monsters. But you were discovered unconscious on the hospital roof, were you not? That's true. Maybe I panicked, ran up to the roof, and then passed out. It's not impossible, I guess. That may be a little too far-fetched, though. You're the only one they can ask for details. How will they get to the bottom of this if you don't have any confidence in your account? I'm sorry, I just don't know. And as unlikely as that explanation is, it's better than none at all. So I figure it makes more sense that I'm just not remembering things very well. I mean, wouldn't it be worse if it was true that monsters could just suddenly appear on the roof? I understand how you feel, but think about it like this. If you were actually attacked on the roof, we need to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else. Thank you for your help. I think we'll go investigate the scene now. Oh, of course. Thanks for looking into it, guys. To the roof. So we gotta head to the roof from here, yeah? Right. Let's go see for ourselves where he was attacked. Cecil, are you still okay on time? My break is over pretty soon, but I can at least show you the way. Bottles of wine in a hospital, okay. Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime should be around here. Yes, supposedly Lyson was found collapsed in front of this bench. That matches the report. That's the research ward, isn't it? That's right. All of our doctors and residents do work there. Do they perhaps perform experiments on dangerous monsters in there? Of course not, silly. The most exotic thing in there is a greenhouse where plants are used for research. Interesting. Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Cecil. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out. Okay. Okay, guys, like I said, I think we should conduct a thorough sweep before anything else. The monsters appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down the point of entry. Narrowing down possibilities, that seems to be your favorite method of investigation. Let's get to it. Definitely wasn't here. Yeah, not with that water below. If they really are wolf-like monsters, climbing up from here would be near impossible. This is quite high, but I suppose they could have jumped up from the port. If that's true, they would have had to be able to jump the entire roof upward, not once, but twice. Either way, I think it'd be pretty difficult for them to get up here that way. So let's put it in the back burner for now. It's unlikely that they came in from this direction. If they had wings, that would explain a lot, but I doubt that's the case. Look at this. You think the monsters might have gotten up through here? Normally, you wouldn't be able to jump up from here, from that floor. However, They could have climbed up from here. The tops of the boxes are covered in dust and strange markings. Upon further inspection, it looks like they are paw prints. Bingo! Those are definitely from a monster. There's our lead. And that means they came from back there. The probability that they gained entry through here is extremely high. I agree. This spot doesn't look too high up from the ground either. We should probably let the hospital know so they can stop them from coming in here again. So does this mean we're done with our investigation here? Yeah, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Why did they even want to come up to the roof in the first place? And why were lightened wounds as light as they were? We have a lot to figure out. I suppose only the monsters themselves would know the answers. Wait a second. What's wrong? It's nothing. If they jumped up from over there, there should be paw prints or something on top of this box. But considering the dust it's undisturbed, the boxes must not have been touched for a long time. Huh. Interesting. I don't know where Cecil is. Not in here. Nurse's station, there we go. Hello there, everyone. You're those police officers, right? How was the investigation? We just about finished, actually. I was hoping I could let Cecil know what we found out. Miss Nuesis, Nuis, whatever. Oh, is that right? Just like Cecil said. Come again? I've heard loads of stories about you, Lloyd Bannings. Cecil hasn't been able to stop talking about you since your big homecoming. Now I understand why. You're so cute. Me? Why are you blushing, Lloyd? My word, Lloyd, we're on duty. You're just as bad as Randy. I am not blushing, and I'm nowhere near as bad as Randy. Hey man, chill. Let me show you how a real pro does things. What are you... You know, babe, if you ask me, you're the real cutie here. Me? Oh, but where are my manners? My name is Randy. And you are? Phila. I'm Phila. Do you work with Lloyd, Randy? Sure do. I'm a certified boy in blue. To celebrate our meeting, how about you join me for a little party this weekend? This guy'll be there, of course, and you're free to bring you some girlfriends, too. Now, doesn't that sound like a good time? Wait a second! It's definitely tempting. I like to let my hair down every so often so I can call up some of my friends and see who's available. Hell yeah, call them all up. How does Granite sound? It's my go-to bar in the city. He has quite the silver tongue. I suppose his claims of being a ladies' man weren't all talk after all. When we came here to report to Cecil, how did it end up like this? Now, I've got to admit, I have got to be the luckiest guy in Crossbell. Having a few drinks with an angel like yourself is more than I could ever ask for. An angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. Are you okay with that? No problemo. Besides, you rock that uniform. Hell, every lady here ain't too bad, if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy. Oh, Randy. Ain't too bad, hmm? Goodness me, I think I'm going to be red in the face. Huh? Hello, Martha. Don't act all innocent, Missy. Did you remember to take temperatures this afternoon? That was your job. Oh, and this weekend, did you somehow forget that we're overseeing an incredibly complex surgery? Whoopsie daisy. I'm sorry, Randy. Looks like we're gonna have to reschedule. See you later, everyone. What? Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead, hmm? I'm sure I'm showing up for you, no? Of course, just let me double check my schedule. You're up, Lloyd, tag in. Oh, Randy. I'm sorry about him. What's done is done. So has your investigation yielded anything? Must be if you're here for Cecil. Yes, ma'am. We found a few leads, so we wanted to give you a rundown of everything. I see. Around this time, Cecil should be checking in on that girl. I don't think it's necessary to use the intercom to page her over. How about this? Why don't you guys go give Cecil your report in person? She should be visiting in one of the patients' room in the farthest room on the 3rd floor. Are we really allowed into patients' rooms? Won't we be interrupting? Of course not. The young child she's looking after is hospitalized here under special circumstances. Huh. Interessante. 3rd floor. Farthest room on the 3rd floor, which would be this one. Hi, Cecil. Lloyd. The nurse administrator told us that you were working up here. Are we interrupting? Not at all. These are the people I was telling you about, Shizuku. The police officers of the CPD, Defenders of Justice. Defenders of Justice? I think you might be overselling us a bit, Cecil. Wait a minute. They mentioned her before. And that hair color, that's Arios' daughter. Thank you for everything you do, officers. Yep. My name is Shizuku McLean. We're glad to help you, Shizuku. Wait, hold on. You said McLean. That name definitely rings a few bells. I'm sure you've already seen it in the paper plenty of times. Her father is none other than Arios McLean. Seriously, the divine blade of wind. The guy's got a kid. Do you all know my father? You could say that. He helped us out of a tight spot a while ago, but we haven't seen much of him since. Is that so? I know my father could be a bit blunt sometimes, so I hope he didn't do anything to offend you. Nope, not at all. Honestly, meeting someone as accomplished as him pushed me to better myself. He certainly didn't mince his words, but it was clear he was a dependable man who truly cares about people. You have a wonderful father. Do you really think so? Shizuku, you're always such a daddy's girl, aren't you? Still, whenever he comes to visit, you're so shy. You should just let loose. Say stuff like, I love you, father, and give him lots of big hugs, okay? Cecil, that's embarrassing. Hard to imagine that workaholic getting smothered by his daughter, huh? Agreed. It is quite hard to picture. By the way, we might have a lead for your case. Shizuku tells me that she noticed something out of the ordinary that night. She did. Well, I remember the night Lighton was attacked. I was having a hard time falling asleep, so I stayed up reading my braille, but yeah, she's blind. I was about to question if she's blind because her eyes are shut. She's blind. Then all of a sudden, I heard a scream. Really? What happened next? Well, I was curious as to what happened, so I opened the window and listened very carefully. I didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like heavy breathing. Then, after a few minutes, I suddenly heard a thumping sound, almost like someone was jumping. That's all I can remember. Interesting. Did you tell the CGF all of that? No. To be honest, I thought I dreamt the entire thing. I only realized I hadn't when Cecil told me everything that happened. I'm sorry, everyone. If only I had said something earlier. It's fine. We appreciate you telling us, Shizuku. Anyway, this statement supports the clues we found during our investigation on the roof. Sure does, and that scream she heard must have been light and hit right before he fainted. And those sounds afterward could have been the wolves panting like as they had jumped on the boxes to escape. Oh, there was one other thing. I might have misheard it, though. It's okay, Shizuku. Even the smallest detail might be an important clue. Okay. There was one more sound I thought I heard as all those other sounds were happening. It was kind of like a faint whistling coming from somewhere in the distance. Whistling. Maybe it was some kind of specific noise these monsters make? Shizuku, have you heard that particular sound before? No, I've only heard it that night. I must have misheard it after all. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, thanks for giving us your statement. It might have ended up being the clue we need. Cecil, are you ready to hear our report? I think our investigation here has helped make the truth a bit clearer. Of course. Well, Shizuku, I'll see you around dinner time, alright? Okay. I hope the rest of your shift goes well. And good luck with your investigation. You can count on it, Shizuku. We'll definitely come back to visit, okay? That girl. She lost her eyesight in an accident several years ago. Fortunately, there's hope she may regain it someday. She's been staying at St. Ursula and undergoing treatment little by little. Well, that's good to hear. It must be very difficult for her. She's a brave girl. Since the Bracer Guild keeps her father busy, she gets quite lonely here. Yet despite that, she always has a smile on her face. I really appreciate it if you four could be her friends. I'm sure she would like that. Of course, we'd love to. She seems like a lovely girl. I certainly wouldn't mind spending more time with her. I feel the same. Leave it to me, Cecil. I use every bit of my charm to keep that smile on her face. Thank you, everyone. Back to business. I take it you figured something out. Mind filling me in? So the monsters got in through here, then. Right, we still don't know what compelled them to do it. But the hospital should take some precautions for the time being. I agree. We'll need to improvise. It may be possible to set up some sort of fence to keep monsters away. That should do the trick. You need something sturdy that can be easily set up. Does the hospital have anything like that? I believe we have something amongst our outdoor equipment that would work. I'll talk to the chief and I'll see if we can get it installed. Good work today, guys. Thanks to you all, everyone at the hospital can work worry-free. Nothing to it. We didn't do anything that special. All we did was figure out how the wolves got in. Hey now, if not for you, we never would have known how to prevent something like this from happening again. If you keep this up, then before too long, the SSS will be on the front page just as often as Arios. I guarantee it. Hell yeah, we will. Thank you for the kind words. We will do our best. I'm glad. Lloyd, when you're able to take some time off of work, let's meet up. I'd like to visit his grave together. We should do that. One last thing. When I see you next time, make sure you tell me whether you're dating Ellie or Tio, okay? I'll have to congratulate you on getting your first girlfriend. I told you it wasn't like that. And I didn't mean to leave out Randy. Just let me know, okay? Whoever it is, you have my full support. How many times do I need to tell you? Hey, if it'll make Cecil happy, I don't mind giving it a try. Well, I'd mind. I'd love to talk more, but I'll have to excuse myself. Take care on the way back, everyone. We will. I think I'm in love. Warm, reliable, and open-minded. She seems like an amazing person. I'm glad you think so. We may not be real siblings, but she's family in my eyes. That reminds me, Lloyd. What exactly is your relationship with her? Huh. I'm a little curious, too. You say you're not related, but I've never seen you act like such a little brother. What are you implying? Damn you, Lloyd. This whole time you were getting babied by a babe like her. I'd let her be my big sister any day. Please switch bodies with me. Come on, man. You know that isn't possible. Anyway, I think it's time we drop this whole pointless conversation and head back to the city. He dodged the question. Yes, quite blatantly at that. Curse you, Lloyd. She's totally my type, too. Can you guys stop talking behind my back? I'm right here, you know. I wonder if it's going to make me take the bus or if I can walk it. Yeah. I'm meant to come in 15 minutes. Okay, let's get to it. Being able to visit the hospital this easily is definitely something to be thankful for. That woman's still down by the water, but I suppose she's not far from the city. What a beautiful sunset. Yes, it is indeed beautiful, almost overwhelmingly so. After a day packed with walking around, this bus feels like a gift from Adios. Imagine if we got our hands on our own car. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I think the investigative divisions use them, though. If I recall correctly, I believe that each first division detective has a private car prepared for them. Seriously. I understand special treatment, but that just seems excessive. It's times like this that it could really suck to be the misfits. Well, it's no use wishing for stuff we can't get. Besides, traveling on the highway is pretty good training. Though I am hesitant to agree, I can't deny it. Wow, she actually used an abbreviation. She didn't say cannot deny it. She actually said can't. I take it we will not be conducting any further investigations today, correct? But still won't say won't. She won't say won't. Yeah, we can make our way to Mainz tomorrow. Like I said, let's head back for now and write up our reports. Roger. You got that right, but man, it was all worth it to meet an angel like Cecil. Alright, next time I'm gonna get her to hit the clubs with me. You're persistent, Randy, I'll give you that. There's that wolf again. It's following us. I hope that doesn't fuck me over. Wait, guy. What do you mean you're gonna be on a trip? Where are you even going? The Principality of Rimaferia. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Might even be as short as 2 weeks, depending on how things go. No, I get that, but... You're a detective, aren't you? Is it really okay for you to leave Crossbell for that long? What's with the long face? Are you a bit sad your big brother's gonna be away for a bit? Poor little Lloyd. You gonna be lonely here by yourself? Nuh-uh, I'm perfectly fine on my own. Why stop at 2 months? You can leave for 2 years for all I care. Whoa, relax, I was just kidding. The truth is, I'm not going to Rimaferia for fun. It's a secret mission it's a secret job, Lloyd. Sounds fishy. I mean, top secret? What kind of secrets are we even talking about? I knew you were gonna ask. but I can't dive into specifics. But I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back to her home. The girl and I are escaping to Rimaferia, a beautiful northern country. So tell me, how jealous are you? Okay, no more joking around. I asked the neighbors to look after you while I'm away. Make sure you get dinner and all that. Breakfast and lunch are your job, though. I'm not a kid. I can cook on my own meals. Wait, that's besides the point. Cute little girl. Just what exactly are you trying to pull, guy? What are you going to do if Cecil finds out about this? Huh? What does Cecil have to do with any of this? What does she... you're impossible. For your information, I've already discussed this with her. Yeah. There seems to be a little misunderstanding here, Lloyd. Even though I call it a trip, it's still very much police work. And the girl's only, she's not very old. I didn't get a look at her age. A dream. I haven't thought about that in forever. Must have been around 12. Or was it 13? If I remember correctly after that. Lloyd speaking. Good, you're up. Have you finished that report yet? Yes, sir. Yesterday's investigation is all written up. Excellent. Now round up everyone and come to my office. We have guests. Oh, it's Commander Bales and her Lieutenant Seeker. How did I know? Good morning, you four. Morning, everyone. It's nice to meet you, Deputy Commander. We thought our guest might be you. She just happened to drop by. Apparently she wants to hear about how your investigation is going. Yeah, of course, but isn't this on pretty short notice? We still haven't even been able to investigate Maines yet. I apologize, everyone. It wasn't my intention to rush you. The situation, however, has changed. What do you mean? Up until yesterday, the Guardian Force was conducting regular patrols and providing security to Maines. However, this morning, it was decided that we're to issue a full withdrawal. You're withdrawing the guardsmen? But it has only been 3 days since the last monster sighting. Correct. We had planned on providing security for at least another week. But the order came directly from the CGF commander. He claimed it was a waste of resources. He thinks protecting innocent civilians is a waste. Never liked that spineless jackass. You know him? Oh yeah! When I was serving at the Bellegarde Gate, I saw him loads of times. Basically, he's a top dog of the Guardian Force and buddy-buddy with some Imperial faction big shot. He's more of a fan of bitching and of whining and dining rather than actually doing his job. So the rumors are true then. However, wouldn't the CGF pulling out this early present a problem? It would be too dangerous. Precisely. If the attacks were limited to one location, it might have been handed off to the Guild. But unfortunately, the attacks cover too wide of an area. The Deputy Commander of Crossbell Guardian Force, I cannot turn a blind eye to this. The problem is that we weren't able to neutralize the monsters after 3 weeks. And despite the attacks happening all throughout Crossbell, the actual damages aren't all that serious. With that pretext, the Commander gave the order to cease all operations related to the matter immediately. So that's how it happened. Oh, how rude of me. I still haven't introduced you yet, have I? This is Sergeant Major Seeker. She's young but extremely skilled in both combat and operating orbital vehicles. She serves as my aide-de-camp. I am Noel Seeker. It's nice to officially meet you all. Nice to meet you. Wait, hold on. You said your last name was Seeker. By any chance, are you related to Fran, of one of the CDF receptionists? I'm Fran's little sister. What a small world. I'm glad to know she has such a dependable co-workers at the CPD. I'd say she's the dependable one. She's really helped us out a lot lately, and she's fucking adorable. So you're the Sergeant Major I've heard so much about. Sergeant Major Seeker, the young guard who's become Tangram's shining beacon of hope. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I've heard all about you too, Randy. The Bellegarde's forces have had a lot to say. It's nice to finally put a face to those stories. I guess my reputation precedes me. What kind of stories are we talking about? Primarily ones involving escapades with women, I assume. You got me there. The guys were always jealous of my skills with the ladies. I mean, I would be too if I were in their shoes. I'll politely ask for you to leave things at that, Orlando. I don't know if that gulp got picked up or not. As you may be able to tell, we found ourselves in a problematic situation. Yeah, okay. Hey Sonia, what do you think of my rookies? They've exceeded my expectations. The legend of the divine wolves and how the culprits appeared on the roof of St. Ursula. What do you make of all this, Seeker? I'm surprised. I guess a trained detective is just able to spot things we couldn't. It's more than simple observation, Seeker. It's their entire deductive process. It's decided then. I'll entrust the rest of the main's investigation to the SSS. Understood. We'll continue our investigation as planned. I just hope I can go finish that quest for Oscar at the West Gate. More importantly, it's clear to me that your investigation yesterday really put you guys through the ringer. You still gotta head to Maine, but don't tell me you're planning to hike all the way there on foot again. Definitely not. Yesterday we had some unique circumstances. We intended to take the bus today whenever possible. Is that right? Here I thought you were following the Bracers example. It's kind of their whole intuition thing. They have junior Bracers tour the surrounding area on foot. That way they build up stamina, pile up loads of combat experience, and most importantly, get a lay of the land. 3 birds and 1 stone. Perhaps that is what Estelle and Joshua were doing when we met them yesterday. Huh. Those two have an impressive amount of experience under their belts. I've even heard that they were a big part of the effort to fix that whole fiasco that happened in Liberl last year. Okay, it's a year after the events of the Sky Trilogy. The Liberl incident. That was when the orbital shutdown that's when the orbital power suddenly shut down across the country. That's serious. If they're really that skilled, then it makes sense that they were able to wipe out those monsters so easily. Here on Crossbell, they're no more than rookies just like you. They might just surpass you before you know it. So keep at it. If you take too long at this case, you can even bet the guild's gonna swoop in. Oh, thank God it's not done. It's not. I can still go turn that in. And we're going to be doing some side quests next time too. Let's go to the West Gate and go turn that quest in. That's enough of that. Let's... whatever. I'm gonna end this one here.